we go. The final day of the regular season is here. And let's buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride considering there's only 4 things we know and a whole bunch of things we don't. We know the Eastern Conference standings are set, right? The top-seeded Cavaliers and Celtics, they're chilling with their popcorn today doing what, Perk?
Wiggling their toes in the sand.
What an image. The Knicks, they have a date with the pesky Pistons. And we got a rematch of the Pacers and Bucks here.
Together.
But Stephen A., in the West, we only know 3 things. We know the Oklahoma City Thunder have clinched the 1 seed throughout the playoffs. We know the Rockets and the Lakers, they've cemented a distant 2nd and 3rd place behind them. And that is where what we know ends. And here, UD, is where things get fun. 4 through 10, they're up for grabs today. The Nuggets, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Wolves, the Grizzlies. They can all find themselves in the 7th seed and play-in tournament. That means there are endless possibilities for our electric moment brought to you by Hyundai. Let's just walk through one more time some of the scenarios for today. Perk, you got your notepad ready?
Damn right.
The Nuggets, it's simple. With a win against the Rockets, they would be locked into the 4 seed and have home court advantage in the first round. The Clippers, right? They would clinch a top 5 seed with a win versus the Warriors. Now, there is a world where they could be the 5th seed with a loss. We're going to get into that in just a second. Don't worry about it for now. The Warriors, though, a win, the most simple scenario. That makes them the 6th seed in the West. Steph and LeBron would play in the first round for the 6th postseason meeting they've ever had. Golden State would also be the 6th seed with a loss, but that would need the Timberwolves to lose as well. And speaking of Minnesota, they could clinch a playoff spot with a win against the Jazz. They are 23.5-point favorites. That is the largest spread since 1993. But, as you saw just a little bit ago, the Timberwolves, they can move all the way to 4th in the standings if the Timberwolves, the Clippers, the Warriors, and the Nuggets all finish with the same record. The order would go: the Timberwolves at 4, the Clippers at 5, the Warriors at 6, and the Nuggets would drop into the play-in at 7. There is nobody else I would rather break down the madness with than NBA champs Udonis Haslem, Kendrick Perkins, our champ Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A., I just laid it all out. This is wild. There is so much on the line heading into today.
I just want to thank everybody. That's what I want to do. Fresh off vacation, I want to thank Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, for the play-in. I want to thank Draymond Green for opening his mouth All-Star Weekend and guaranteeing the championship for Golden State. Don't have a heart attack, Big Perk. I want to thank Kawhi Leonard because the brother healthy. And he looked like he might be healthy come playoff time, okay? Of course, I want to thank Jokic. I want to thank everybody. This is what it comes down to right here, baby. It matters. If you're Golden State, you got a decision to make. Do you win, get that number 6 seed, you're going up against the Lakers, or do you lose, possibly fall out of the playoff picture, you end up in the play-in tournament, and you find yourself going up against the Houston Rockets, assuming you get through the play-in and you get to the playoffs. Very, very interesting and compelling storylines all over the place. All I know is I'm happy to be back.
He says, I am having a very bad day. This is the opposite here for Stephen A. Smith. You just laid out so beautifully all of the things that are on the line today. If you had to distill it down to just one, Kendrick Perkins, the most important storyline today is what?
The Lakers. The Lakers, right? Imagine fighting and clawing to get the number 3 spot, and then all of a sudden you get the Golden State Warriors and get sent home in the first round.
You think it
right?
can happen?
So, yeah, absolutely it could happen. But when I'm looking at when it comes to the Lakers, they're having a watch party tonight. They want the Clippers to win. Why? Because whether or not they're not going to see the Clippers anyway in the first round, but they could possibly see Golden State. But I like the Lakers if they have to match up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic. I don't like the Lakers against Golden State. So they're actually riding with the Clippers today.
You like the Lakers against the Nuggets?
Yeah, these Nuggets.
These Nuggets.
It's a different. These Nuggets.
These Nuggets. These are different kind of Nuggets.
This is a different type of.
But they still don't have a center.
Who?
The Lakers.
Yeah, but JJ exposed that. UD.
Yeah.
He exposed that.
All right, so if the Lakers are one of the teams that we're looking to find out, okay, what could the positioning be here? Again, it seems like we're saying that this could all come down to this game this afternoon between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Golden State Warriors.
There's several scenarios to look at. And let me tell you something. Let me just state to the world, I got a whole bunch of people looking forward to me coming back east. If the Lakers end up playing the Warriors in the first round, I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back till first round's over. I'm not leaving the state of California. I got to see that matchup if that's what this comes down to. You got Steph Curry. You got Jimmy Buckets, okay? You got Draymond with the guarantees. That makes it for very, very compelling stuff. The Clippers are a team that we simply can't ignore any longer. James Harden, we got to stand down and give this brother some love. This brother has been special all year long, been a model of consistency. He has led the Los Angeles Clippers. Ty Lue is one of the best coaches in the business. Jeff Van Gundy being your defensive coordinator, etc. He's been exceptional. He's been big-time help for them. Kawhi Leonard, we see what he's been doing. You keep talking about Zubac. We can't ignore him, okay? But we also can't ignore Minnesota. I'm not going to sit here on national television and ignore arguably the best show in basketball. And that brother Anthony Edwards, you unleash that brother in the postseason. Come on now. We can't summarily dismiss what this brother is going to bring to the table. That's another showstopper I can't wait to watch. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. I'm just very, very excited right now. It's so good to be back.
We can
It's so good to be
feel
back.
the energy,
Right.
again, as it comes down to the last day of the regular season. So much is up for grabs. We say hello to our senior insider, Shams Charania, because a couple of questions for you here, Shams. We saw Anthony Edwards receive a technical foul in the last game that put his status on the line. Steph Curry is questionable coming into the afternoon. What you got?
Malika, so Anthony Edwards, let's start with him. He had his 18th technical foul rescinded, so he is available. He will be in the lineup today against the Utah Jazz as the Timberwolves try to make the playoffs outright. But in terms of injury, Jamal Murray is expected to play today against the Rockets. The Rockets, on the other hand, they have already clinched that #2 seed in the Western Conference. They're going to play all their regulars: Amen Thompson, Alperen Sengun, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet. The bigger injury, though, is Stephen Curry. He's got a nagging right thumb injury. He had x-rays after the game in Portland the other night. They came back negative, so no fracture in that thumb, but it's something that's going to nag him today. He's going to deal with some pain. He is hopeful. There's an expectation with the Warriors that he will be in the lineup.
Okay, he will be in the lineup. We are hopeful, but he is going to be playing through some discomfort, which means, Udonis Haslem, are we going to see full-strength Steph Curry? And do you need that to beat this Clippers squad?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You definitely need a full-strength Steph Curry, and I think he's going to go out there and I think he's going to play. He understands what this is right now. And Steph Curry is a competitor. I don't think he believes in losing games on purpose, regardless of what the situation is. And once you're going into the end of a season, you're in battle mode. You're in survival mode. So you want to keep that going. You want to lose that momentum. I know they're 3-2, a little bit shaky the last couple of games, but you want to stay in competition mode all the way throughout the playoffs. You don't want to take your foot off the gas right now.
And that's why it's so massive if they're able to get this win and stay out of the play-in, because you want that extra rest for Steph Curry if he's dealing with this nagging pain.
Without question, definitely a healthier Steph Curry, the babyface assassin, the better off you are if you are the Golden State Warriors. We understand that, but Big Perk brought up the Lake Show for a reason. LeBron James and Luka together with Austin Reeves. The Los Angeles Lakers have a big three, y'all. And that can't be ignored.
They do. But Golden State need this game like old people need soft shoes. And I'm talking about a fresh pair of New Balances. Here's why. They've been playing playoff basketball since the trade deadline.
Yes.
Right? Steph Curry is banged up. They need this week. They need that week off, man. Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, in NBA years, right?
Okay.
Steph Curry, like they need that rest. And then you think about Jimmy and what he went through with the Miami Heat. He need a mental break. Everything been moving so fast, he had to step right on it. I'm telling you, when you get traded and all this stuff is going on, just give him a week to settle in a little bit, SA.
I won't say a break. 23-7 since the All-Star break. They don't need a break.